What's going on, everybody? So I took off, or I got back home Friday the 3rd. I was planning on going back out on the 8th, which was a Wednesday, but things changed. I had some other stuff I had to get taken care of, which we got all of it taken care of. I ended up taking off until today. I'm headed over to Houston now to pick up a load. It's Monday the 13th. So had a good time off. A lot of time spent with the family and the kids, so that's always good. This past Saturday, my daughter wanted to go to the dirt track races, so we went there. They had the little dwarf cars there this weekend, which was pretty cool. So I'll show a couple clips right here.
Here we go. You can hear the motors humming up. Green flag in the air. Trying to take over second spot. That's the 25 with Dylan Buckley. Jumping up into the fourth spot, and then the 88 of Brandon Green. Come around one more time. Abundant trying it on the top this time. Budnick. And we got a yellow flag. Not sure if we're going to call that one complete or if we're going to do a full restart. Dinsmore second row there. Lights are out around the track. We'll see if we get a restart here. If we do, Chris Morris takes off in turn 4. As we go into turn 3, Jamie Campbell, Brandon Kirby, Jamie Campbell going around the outside, jumping up to the fourth spot, going around into Kirby. For the fifth spot, my apologies, Cameron Starry jumping up into the fourth spot.
Anyway, we got the truck all serviced, oil change, all the filters. I ended up having well, I didn't have to, but I did. So the alarm stat on this truck that screws into the block, which is a 220 alarm stat. So anytime the temperature gets above 220, it sets the light off in the dash, and from when that gets set off, it can go into a limp mode, I guess you could say, and end up shutting the motor down for protection. But the old one, the thread on the little stud was stripped out. So I had taped it. It started giving me a little issues a couple months ago. So I had some high temp tape, and I taped it to where the little connection would stay on that stud tight and wouldn't move around. So I ended up ordering one. It took a while to get it in, but I finally got it in about a month or so ago, and went in and changed it out this go around. So got it done, got the trailer serviced, the oil and the axle oil changed, got everything greased, everything on the truck grease. So, but I did find yesterday when I was looking over everything, kind of before I hit the road, you know, generally the day before, I kind of skim over everything with a fine-tooth comb, I guess you could say, and I found another issue. So, I don't know if y'all can see real good. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, you can see. Alright, so on my brake chamber, that right there is supposed to be bolted. So that bolt came loose. So I gotta get that changed out real quick. Or I gotta put another, the bolt didn't come loose, the nut come off. So I gotta put another nut on it real quick. So I stopped here at the TA and got one. So I'm gonna get that put on real quick and we should be good to go. I might look at getting a new brake chamber here pretty soon and putting the brake chamber, just a whole new brake chamber on. But for now, I need to get a nut on that. So basically what I'm doing is it's kind of bent the housing a little bit right here, but there's no air leaks. It didn't damage anything on the service side. So to get this nut back in, I gotta take the jack and jack it back up, because it would be kind of difficult to push it up and hold it by hand while trying to get the nut on. I don't know how well that's going to work, if y'all can see it, but basically it has a lock washer and a nut. So I went ahead and got a flat washer with a lock nut from the TA. Like I said, this is just temporary. Once I get some time, I will probably go ahead and put a new brake chamber on this. But for now, I got a 1:30 appointment to pick up a load, which honestly, I have time. My biggest issue is the rod. For this style short stroke brake chamber, the rod here is like this long. So you have to measure from here to here where it goes into this and cut that rod. Well, I don't have anything on me right now to cut it. So this will get me by, won't hurt me on an inspection. Because if I got pulled in and got inspected and they seen that, they would probably flip a wig. and shut me down on the side of the road or at the scale. So for now, this will get me by until I pull into another TA or something like that. I could buy the brake chamber, measure it, and just have them cut the rod for me. And then I'll put the brake chamber and everything on myself. That way you don't have to pay that hefty labor bill that TA loves to charge. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're good to go. Time to get back on the road. I gotta meet up with someone. And then we'll get to the delivery, or to the pickup point. I should have put gloves on. I don't know why I didn't. Too much of a hurry, I guess. Anyway, that's about it. Go get my driver's license back. Go get, oh! I forgot to tell y'all yesterday. Kind of got into a bad situation. So, I crawled up underneath the truck to grease my drive shaft and throw out bearing and everything. So on the my U-joints on the input shaft, or from the input shaft to the drive shaft, I greased one of the Alamites, and on the Alamites they have the little ball checks, right? Well, that ball check didn't seat, and I didn't notice it. So I go up and I'm greasing the throw out bearing, and I go to back up and I look up and catch some grease coming out of that Alamite on the U-joint. But right as I looked up to look at it, some of the grease fell, and it's that Lucas red and tacky, right into my eyeball. It was a little rough. It didn't burn or anything, but it was a pain in the butt trying to get my eyeball clean. And so I wasn't seeing a blur, but I should have had some glasses on, but I didn't. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, we'll holler at y'all later. I'm regretting my decision. So I went and checked in, and they're like, you got 3 trucks in front of you, but we can load you outside if you want to do that. We can get you loaded right now. I was like, yeah. At the time, it was a slight mist. I was like, yeah, I don't mind getting wet to get out of here faster. Well, it still don't look too bad, you know. Just a little heavy drizzle, but I don't know how well y'all can see it. It's coming. So, I don't know. Screw it. A little rain ain't never hurt nobody. But I'm not gonna be able to film. So I bought this mic deal that goes on the GoPro. And for it to work, you have to take the door off that goes over the battery. I don't know where that door went, so it's not waterproof anymore. So yeah, unless I can go inside, you know, when it comes time to tarp, then I can throw it up on top of the truck. But other than that, no filming the load. I'm gonna try to look for it a little more, but I ain't too fond of this mic. I tested it out and I don't really see a big difference. So I don't know. I still have the receipt. I don't think I have the box anymore. I don't know. Oh, the rain's just getting a little heavier and a little heavier and a little heavier. So I went in and checked. He said, man, it's raining too much. I'm just gonna back in real quick. So I think I'm cutting in line. But he was like, man, I told you I'd get you loaded real quick. So this bay's empty. I'll go ahead and pull you in. Sorry, other truckers. If you're at Donovan or whatever this is, and you see this, if I cut in front of you, I apologize. It's not my fault. It's his fault.